Let's do some watch this jerks.
Sure. I saw the big movie. Did anyone else see the big movie?
Not seen any movies.
I saw the Thor Love and the Thunder.
How's that? I haven't seen it yet.
It's good.
Hey, no spoilers.
The first like half hour to 45 minutes of the movie is weirdly choppy. I have a theory that people may not have been in the same room when they filmed scenes and they kind of like digitally stitched things together. That's a theory, unsubstantiated, but due to COVID, it kind of makes sense to me. Like there's supposed to be witty banter, but sometimes the lines don't hit like they're supposed to. And that's why I think it happened. It could be maybe some of these actors just have zero chemistry with each other, which is also theoretically possible. But I don't know. That's what I'm going with. It's also like surprisingly dark at points.
That's the thunder part.
Yeah. Well, are you familiar with the Smiths song "Girlfriend in a Coma"?
No.
Yes, I am.
Okay, you know how that's like a bouncy song? Like it's bouncy and it's fun to listen to, but if you actually listen to it, it's really depressing.
Yeah,
like,
that's
lyrically.
why why Bumblebee in the Bumblebee movie spits it out.
Yeah. But yeah, that's how I would describe Thor Love and Thunder. It is the girlfriend in a coma of Marvel movies.
Yikes.
Does that make sense?
I'm okay with that. I can listen to the Smiths.
Yeah, no, I love that song. I also know people that hate that song. It also explains a lot, I think, of the divisiveness of this film in general. But I don't think it's as good as that song, generally, overall speaking. But that's like thematically, I think that's what they were going for. Is this sort of here's this sort of bounciness and some use of color that's very interesting, and underneath it, it's not. There's something else going on.
I stopped listening. All I can think about is the Bumblebee movie now.
Right.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry.
No, it's good. I like the Bumblebee movie.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that's what you're thinking of. I'll move on since I'm the only one who's seen it.
Natalie Portman's from Long Island, so
she is.
Shout out, Strong Island.
She has a sticker on her car. That's how I know.
Yep. The fish. Salt life.
I also watched Last Night in Soho, which is on HBO Max. Cheapy, have you watched that? You need to.
Yep, I've heard of that. It looks cool.
I give that movie an A.
Not in 4K,
out of 10.
like most of HBO Max's shit now.
No, but I think you won't miss it. I think the movie's engaging enough that you'll be fine.
I'll squint.
Yeah. I think Mrs. Cheapy would like it too.
Why?
Because it's a good movie.
Oh, I thought I was waiting for you to like step into some trap.
No, because it's a good movie, and usually you don't watch things that she won't watch with you.
Right.
And I think she would like it.
No, yeah, I've already told her about it.
Yeah.
We're gonna check that out.
I don't want to spoil anything about it.
Good, don't.
The less, this is my advice, the less you know about this movie, the better.
Every movie.
And yeah, that's it. I'm not even gonna say any more.
I watched the Nicolas Cage movie on the plane. The one massive talent something or other. You know that movie?
Yep. How was that? Trashy?
That's a good movie to watch on a plane.
Yeah, it's about.
You don't have to like pay much attention, and it's Nicolas Cage, so like you're still gonna like be drawn to it. And it's got some funny parts, but you don't have to pay for it. So it's perfect.
I watched Brian Wilson Long Promised Road on the plane. I Wombat, you still have not seen this, right?
No, I haven't. Is it good?
It's interesting. Yeah, you would like it. It doesn't jump all around chronologically or anything. So it's basically a lot of him and Jason Fine, who's the Rolling Stone editor that has been assigned to Brian Wilson like his entire career. Basically them driving around in the car and him talking to Brian Wilson because they're friends. And PB, you might like it too, because it's kind of depressing too, because Brian Wilson has a lot of like mental illness.
Right. I love
and his
that.
father was like a giant a-hole.
Perfect.
Correct. They get into that as well. But like some of it's hard to watch, right? Like because of the mental illness portions of it. Like you can tell like he's struggling with things.
Right.
other times he's like fully cognitive and like engaging, and this guy who wrote all these great songs, right? And it's like continuing to like want to write music and perform music.
Do
He's
they
in
talk
Cincinnati
about?
soon. He's like Cincinnati like in 2 weeks, I think.
Does he talk about the other Beach Boys? I assume. Does he talk
Yeah.
about his brothers? And
He does. He talks about his brothers.
does he talk about Mike Love? Does he call him an a-hole?
He talks about Mike Love some, but I mean, it's clear that like he gets very emotional, like, and just kind of like shuts down on things. Like that's just like kind of his personality.
Well, both of his brothers have passed away, so I could understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
it's
think
a
he
lot
still
of
gets along well with Al Jardine, though.
yeah. It's a pretty good documentary. I think you would like it, Wombat. You should check it out.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Yep.
So, are we going to talk about this Munsters trailer that looks like it was filmed in someone's backyard?
I feel that the Munsters movie could still be good and that it could just be a bad trailer.
I hope so. There's something very weird about that trailer where it doesn't. It looks like it was made like for like some sort of straight to DVD kind of movie, and I don't know. But I feel like Rob Zombie could make something good.
Right.
This is written and directed by Rob Zombie, and it's rated PG. And it's the Munsters.
Sort of looks like the Munsters. I mean, it looks like the Munsters, and the guy playing Herman seems to have it. I don't know.
I guess. I know exactly.
Whatever.
I don't know.
The fucking Munsters. It's not exactly Shakespeare.
No, I'll see it. I know I'll see it at some point in my life. I will watch this
on an
Munsters
airplane,
movie.
possibly. All right. How about some TV stuff?
I finished Ms. Marvel today.
Nice.
Is that only 6 episodes?
Only 6 episodes. And I'll say that the 6th episode is the best of the series, maybe the best final episode of any of the Marvel shows. So I know, Ship, you've been watching that, right?
I'm only still 2 episodes in, but we're really enjoying it.
Okay. This is what I will say about Ms. Marvel. The first 2 episodes actually are really good. I think the first 3 episodes. There's the 4th and 5th episodes probably could have been 1 episode.
That's generally the case in all these shows, right?
It is. Yeah. Yeah. It's nothing. I'm not saying anything that's new. but that's basically, I mean, I think if it could have been an excellent movie. Also, like maybe this one didn't need to be a series, but I will say that it's all worth it for the final episode. So stick with it because I think it ends really well.
She becomes Mrs. Marvel.
I will stick with it. I like that character. So
I do too.
And the actress is quite good. Like this is her first role of any sort too.
Yeah. Yeah. No, everyone in it is great. Everyone in it is charming and knows. See, I like what's his face, Bruno. I like the actor that plays Bruno a lot too. I think he does a good job with that character.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a great show. I know that very few, like no one's watching it apparently, which is kind of a bummer. But
that's weird.
I don't know. I know people should watch it. It's good. It's worth it because I do think, unlike a lot of these shows that don't stick the landing, this one does. I think this show would have been better. I think all of these shows would be better if they didn't just try to tell a 6-hour movie. They either need to make a movie or make a TV show. Not everything needs to be one story dragged out. So that's my advice for, I don't know, all television.
Right. That would work for Obi-Wan too.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, you could say that about so many shows.
That thing didn't need to be 6 hours or whatever it was. Like not that much happened.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Did you watch that? Did anybody watch Obi-Wan or no?
I never finished it. I watched, what was it? If that's 6 episodes, I watched 4.5.
Oh my God. You're not going to see the dramatic conclusion. You'll never guess what happens.
He fights Darth Vader.
Yeah.
How did I figure that out? Exactly. I did start Only Murders in the Building season 2.
Oh, I didn't even know it was back.
It's back. It's really good.
I don't know if I'll be able to figure out.
Yeah, we haven't started it up yet, but we will.
That was one that actually did, in that first season. Yes, it told an overarching story, but it kind of broke it up into little stories within the big story. Like they actually solved the mystery halfway through the season, which wound up not being the main mystery, which I think is part of why that show worked so well. So,
And Steve Martin.
And it's Steve Martin and Martin Short.
Mm.
Selena Gomez, of course.
Anybody watching The Boys?
I still haven't watched it yet.
It's good. We finished season 3. It was a very good season.
I watched the first 2 seasons. Here's my concern about The Boys.
Okay.
Is I don't know if I'm in the mindset to watch something that's gory violent.
Okay, it's pretty gory violent.
Yeah, and that's just it. Like, I have to be in the mood for the gory violence.
Everything is gory violent now, though. Almost everything.
Well, that's why I've been watching Ms. Marvel, because it's not. And even Only Murders isn't gory.
No.
I feel like I don't need shock value in my TV right now. And I feel like The Boys is just shock value the show.
Oh, I mean, it's not really. It's pretty interesting.
Is it? Okay.
Yes, it's pretty interesting. Yes, it's a lot of gore, but it's also there's a lot going on there. And the acting is really good.
Yes.
We also started watching Westworld, latest season of Westworld, which is really good because I can understand what's happening. They seem to have tried to not make it too complicated this season. So that's good. We're enjoying that. And we're watching Stranger Things also. Anybody watching that? No.
My son finished it today.
It's very long and
that's what he said.
I don't even know if I like it, but I guess I do. I don't know. It's just kind of there. It's like comfort food, I guess, but not particularly good comfort food. It's just there. And it's got that song you want to hear. So that's it for Watch This Jerks.